Good evening, folks, and thanks for joining me here again tonight. This is Linwood Jackson. Sorry, I've been a bit absent lately. The last week or so has been a little bit rough on me. Had a bit of a mental health crisis, and uh, getting over that, and starting to make some more videos, and my GPU started sizzling. So I just had to replace my graphics cards. Just got my computer back up and running today. So I apologize for the delay. Thank you for joining me here again tonight, though. I really do appreciate you stopping by. So it's the middle of the week, so again, we'll do some midweek poetry. Um, we have some poems from Robert Frost, Pablo Neruda. This is 20 love poems and a song of despair. Like I mentioned the last time we did one of these. And then one of my other favorites, James Kavanaugh. I'm going to read you a couple of my absolute favorite poems here. So sit back and relax. Like I said before, this is for you as much as it is for me. You know, just kind of let the poetry wash over you, and try to disconnect from reality and from all the troubles of your life for just a little bit. I do think it is important to take some breaks like that. So I hope you enjoy. Thank you. We'll start with a couple poems from Robert Frost. A couple of real short ones. Robert Frost tends to get a little bit long-winded sometimes. We'll go with a couple of short ones here. So the first poem is called Canis Major. The great overdog, that heavenly beast, with a star in one eye, gives a leap in the east. He dances upright all the way to the west, never once drops on his 4 feet to rest. I'm a poor underdog, but tonight I will bark with the great overdog that romps through the dark. I'm a great lover of astronomy, so that one tickles me. Short, sweet, and to the point. Canis Major. Next one is called Fire and Ice. Speaking of brevity. Some say the world went in fire, some say in ice. From what I've tasted of desire, I hold to those who favor fire. But if it had to perish twice, I think I know enough to hate, to say that for destruction ice is also great and would suffice. A little bit nihilistic, but I love it anyway. Anyway, I'm going to change gears, and we're going to read some Pablo Neruda. I have a couple of poems here as well. I think the last time I made this video it was a bit too long. I'm not sure if anyone actually watched all the way through. I think the average viewer was somewhere around a minute and a half, 2 minutes. So let's hopefully change this one. Drunk with Pines is the name of this poem. Drunk with pines and long kisses, like summer I steer to fast sail of the roses. Bent towards the death of the thin day, stuck into my solid marine madness. Pale and lashed to my ravenous water, I cruise in the sour smell of naked climate. Still dressed in gray and bitter sounds, and a sad crest of abandoned spray. Hardened by passions, I go mounted on my one wave, lunar, solar, burning and cold, all at once, becalmed in the throat of the fortunate isles that are white and sweet as cool hips. In the moist night, my garment of kisses trembles, charged to insanity with electric currents, heroically divided into dreams, and intoxicating roses practicing on me. Upstream in the midst of our outer waves, your parallel body yields to my arms, like a fish infinitely fastened to my soul, quick and slow, in the energy under the sky. And the next poem is called Almost Out of the Sky. Almost out of the sky, half of the moon anchors between two mountains, turning wandering night, the digger of eyes, Let's see how many stars are smashed in the pool. It makes a cross of mourning between my eyes and runs away. Forge of blue metals, night of stilled combats, my heart revolves like a crazy wheel. Girl who have come from so far, been brought from so far. Sometimes your glance flashes out under the sky. Rumbling storm, cyclone of fury. You cross above my heart without stopping. Wind from the tombs carries off, wrecks scattered your sleepy root. The big trees of the other side of her uprooted, but you, cloudless girl, question of smoke, gore and tassel, you were what the wind was making with illuminated leaves. Behind the nocturnal mountains, white lily of conflagration, and I can say nothing. You were made of everything. Longing that sliced my breast into pieces. It is time to take another road, on which she does not smile. That one line, talking about the girl in the clouds, reminds me of can't think who wrote it. But there was a poem that went something to the effect of she walks in beauty like the night of starry skies and cloudless climes, and all that's best of dark and night meet in her aspect and her eyes. Can't think of who did that. If somebody knows, please leave it in the comments section below. I'd appreciate that. And the final poet for tonight is James Cavanaugh, from his book There Are Men Too Gentle to Live Among Wolves. James Cavanaugh is another interesting character. He was I believe, a Presbyterian minister and a poet, and kind of left the cloth more or less to pursue his writing. So, very fortunate person. Anyway, the first poem is probably my favorite. No, it is my favorite poem by James Cavanaugh, and it's the title poem. There are men too gentle to live among wolves. There are men too gentle to live among wolves, who prey upon them with IBM eyes, and sell their hearts and guts for martinis at noon. There are men too gentle for a savage world, who dream instead of snow and children and Halloween, and wonder if the leaves will change their color soon. There are men too gentle to live among wolves, who anoint them for burial with greedy claws, and murder them for merchants' profit and gain. There are men too gentle for a corporate world, who dream instead of candied apples and Ferris wheels, and pause to hear the distant whistle of a train. There are men too gentle to live among wolves, who devour them with eager appetite and search for other men to prey upon and suck their childhood dry. There are men too gentle for an accountant's world, who dream instead of Easter eggs and fragrant grass, and search for beauty in the mystery of the sky. There are men too gentle to live among wolves, who toss them like a lost and wounded dove. Such gentle men are lonely in a merchant's world, unless they have a gentle one to love. That poem is actually, I think that's where I'm going to leave it off, actually. There was a couple more that I was thinking about reading, but I think that's a good place to stop for the night. Yeah, I particularly like that last poem. Anyway, please like, comment, subscribe, interact conscientiously in the comment section below, I like to say. And thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you again here soon. Good night.